In Macbeth Act 5, Scene 3, we find Macbeth in his castle at Dunsinane, preparing for the final battle. Despite the growing number of rebels, Macbeth tries to convince himself that he's invincible. He believes in the witches' prophecies, especially the ones that say he won't be defeated until Birnam Wood comes to Dunsinane, and that no man born of a woman can harm him. Macbeth clings to these words as a source of confidence and dismisses reports of the approaching English army, led by Malcolm, the rightful heir to the throne, along with Scottish rebels who have joined forces against him. However, Macbeth's confidence isn't as solid as he pretends. As he paces and orders his armor, we can see his growing frustration and anxiety. He's tired of the endless fighting and bloodshed that have marked his rule. Deep down, he's losing control and becoming desperate. Even though he tries to appear strong, his mind is unsettled, and his sense of isolation grows. This shows a different side of Macbeth, someone who is beginning to understand the emptiness and sorrow that his ambition has brought him. He's lost almost everything that once mattered to him: peace of mind, friends, and respect. Now, he is left with a hollow throne and constant fear. In this scene, we also see Macbeth's interaction with his servant Satan, which further emphasizes his loneliness. Satan, who serves as Macbeth's last loyal follower, brings news that Lady Macbeth is deeply unwell. She's been plagued by guilt and madness due to the crimes they've committed, especially King Duncan's murder. Macbeth's reaction to his wife's suffering is surprisingly detached. Instead of worrying or showing affection, he tells the doctor to cure her, as if she is just another problem to be solved. His response highlights the emotional distance that has grown between them. Both Macbeth and Lady Macbeth are dealing with their own individual guilt and consequences, unable to comfort each other. As the doctor enters, Macbeth orders him to cure Lady Macbeth of her illness. But the doctor explains that her sickness is beyond medicine; she is suffering from a troubled mind. Macbeth, however, demands that the doctor find some remedy to erase her memories of guilt. He's frustrated and angry, wishing he could just remove all traces of fear and regret from his own mind as easily as he would have the doctor treat her. His words reveal that he's trapped by his own guilt and paranoia, just like Lady Macbeth, and yet he refuses to acknowledge it. The doctor leaves, clearly disturbed by Macbeth's behavior. He realizes that the problems facing Macbeth are not only physical but also deeply psychological. Meanwhile, Macbeth tries to reassure himself that he cannot be defeated because of the prophecies. But, even as he clings to these supernatural promises, we can see that he's no longer the confident, ambitious man he once was. He's haunted, losing control, and lashing out at everyone around him. This scene ultimately captures the tragic downfall of Macbeth. He's become a king without peace, a husband without love, and a man without hope. His trust in the witch's words has blinded him to the reality of his situation, and his arrogance prevents him from seeing the threat that's closing in on him. Macbeth's attempts to hold on to his power are failing, and he's left with nothing but a crumbling kingdom and a tormented mind. In the end, Act 5, Scene 3, serves as a powerful reminder of how Macbeth's ambition has turned him into a broken, isolated figure. He's a ruler without joy, clinging to false hope and haunted by his own actions. The scene sets up the tension for the final act, as Macbeth faces the consequences of his choices and prepares for the inevitable downfall that's approaching with every step.